Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you 5 books that will keep you guessing the whole time you're reading them. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. The first book that I'm recommending today is Life of Pi by Yann Martel. Now in this book, we deal with the story of a young boy who's 16 years old named Pisin Patel, and he belongs to this family who own a zoo in Pondicherry. Okay, but due to some issues, what happened is that they have to vacate the zoo from India to Canada, and the only way that they can vacate the entire zoo and the animals within it is using a ship. And what happens is they don't vacate all the animals, but they sell a few of them and then take the rest to Canada. They have to go through a ship, as I said before. They take a Japanese ship and sail towards Canada. What happens the night during which the travel started is a storm hits and the ship sinks, and when the ship sinks, everyone else dies. There are only 4 survivors in a single lifeboat. The 4 survivors include the boy, who's Pisin Patel, and the 3 other animals, who are an orangutan, a tiger, an adult Bengal tiger, and another, I don't remember the name of that animal really well, but it's really ferocious. It's kind of the villain throughout the story. The thing which will keep you guessing throughout the time is that finally there are only 2 survivors, the boy and the tiger. The tiger is an adult Bengal tiger and the boy is just human. Okay, so there's a great probability that he can die, that is, the tiger will kill him and he'll die. But the twist is that the tiger doesn't kill him that easily, and the psychology between that human being and how he guesses the moods of the tiger and keeps himself alive for like months in the sea is what will keep you guessing throughout, and it's really intriguing to read. The next book that I'm recommending is a comic book, and it is Mimetic by James Tynion Ford and Eric Donovan. It was available for free in Amazon Prime Reading a few months ago. I'm not sure if it is available now, just check it out. It's an adult comic book, so it's not suitable for children or young adults. The concept of this book is that we have this image, which is the cover image of the comic book. You can see the sloth, right? It's called the Happy Days sloth according to the comic book. The thing about this sloth is that after a few number of hours, like 12 hours from the time a person sees the image, this image, they just have to see it, nothing else. They can just see it for a second or two, and what happens is, just on seeing the image, you go mad and you start killing people. You even start eating their flesh and stuff. The thing is that it just results in a huge violence, and in a place that where we live today. This was published in like 2015 or 2016. In the world today, any picture can be easily seen by anyone through social media, and it ends up spreading in that way. And just think of the amount of damage it can cause. It's really interesting, really well laid out. It is dystopian, obviously, and it's just really good. You'll not be able to guess what's going to happen at the end, and towards the end you might be able to guess, but it will not be the thing that you're actually expecting to happen, and it's really good. The next one is My Sister the Serial Killer by Oinkhan Braithwaite. This is a psychological thriller novel. Okay, the plot of this novel is that we have 2 sisters, of which the younger sister is a serial killer, and the elder sister is the one who runs the family. She's a nurse, and when the younger sister ends up killing somebody, she helps her in like disposing the body and saving her from the crime and stuff like that. The people whom the younger sister actually kills are those whom she dates or whom she's dating then. They also have a very abusive father and a really good mother. Multiple things happen within this book. It is really short, guys. It's just over 200 pages, hence it's a novel, not a novella. Okay, it's like 210 or 220 pages long. You can just sit down and read it within like 2 or 3 hours max. Okay, it's that short, but the whole time you read it, you will not be able to guess what's going to happen, who's going to be killed next, who's the girl going to take next, or how they are going to kill. After killing, how are they going to cover the killing. All those things just keep you continuously reading, and you will keep on guessing what's going to happen next, but you'll not be able to predict that easily, and it's really good in that sense. And if you're looking for a really good psychological thriller, I'd highly recommend this, because it's just a quick read and it's also very fast paced and nice in every way. Next one is a current read, and it is a psychological thriller as well. It's Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. As I said before, it's a current read and I'm not finished reading the book. This is the one which actually gave me the idea to film this video. So I went forward and found books that are similar in this sense to it. That is, it will keep you guessing. I'm like 3/4 done with the book. I just have a quarter of the book left, but still I'm not able to predict or guess how the story might end, because it's just taking multiple twists and turns continuously. There are like new elements introduced in like almost every chapter, and it's really good. That's what I like about Gillian Flynn. I think this might be become my most favorite of her books. Not sure. I'll have to wait until the end. The plot of this book is that we have this woman named Libby Day who's 31 years old, and what happened 25 years back is that her family was killed, and the statement given by Libby made her elder brother Ben, who was 15 then, to be put behind bars, but now she's having doubts whether he's the killer or not, and she wants to make it clear, and if he's not the killer, she wants to bring him out and actually condemn, criticize, and put the real person who was the killer behind bars. Will she be able to find it or not? That's the actual plot of the story, and I'm just a living example of why this book will keep you guessing, because I'm not able to predict anything, and it's really good in that sense. The last book that I'm recommending today is a contemporary / romance / sci-fi / dystopian, and it is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. The title of the book is actually the climax of the book. The two main characters of the story actually die at the end. Okay, there's nothing else that's going to happen. The concept of this book is that it's the same world in the future. Okay, it's our same world in the future, but in the future there's one thing which is different, is that you will know the day when you're going to die 24 hours from you receive a call that you're going to die. You will die in the next 24 hours by some means. Okay, there's no way you can escape that, and you will die for sure. What happens is that we have our two main protagonists, Mateo and Rufus. Of these, they are both boys. Of those, one is gay and the other is bi, hence is queer also, hence the book is queer also. Adam Silvera writes only LGBTQ books, and he just presents them in the best way, if you ask me. So rare, so how to say, they are so just raw and really good to read. That's the case of this book. Both of them receive their calls and they are going to die today, but they don't know how they are going to die. They just end up meeting each other through an app, and they decide to spend the rest of their last day together. How are they going to die? That's what how to say, it's really interesting. Okay, you know that this is going to happen at the end. For the other books, you'll be guessing what's going to happen at the end, but in this book, you'll already know that they are both going to die at the end, but you'll be keeping on guessing how they are going to die. You will guess certain things that might happen, and what are the thoughts that will be going on in a person's head while they don't know that they are going to die that day. It's just really good, and you should try this for sure. That's all for today, and if you did enjoy watching this video and found it useful, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel, because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.